Hey, what's up, gamers? Landshark here from SharkOnGames. I'm going to play a little bit of Neverwinter Online. It just went to open beta yesterday, I believe. Maybe the day before that, I can't remember. I am going to show you some early level gameplay near the start of the game. Although I skipped the... Well, I'm not going to show you the intro because, honestly, it's kind of boring. Well, it's pretty cool, but it's also boring to do it over and over again, so... rather than show it again, I just wanted to show you something right after that. I did make this cleric, level 4 female cleric. I have played a little bit in the closed beta as well, but it was I only played to like level 9 or 10 or so, maybe 8, I forget exactly. I didn't get into the professions or anything yet, so. But I thought I'd make this video to show off some of the early gameplay, maybe some of the menu systems. I haven't really figured out what I want to show you all yet, but I am excited about this game. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. Now, I've played Dungeons & Dragons Online, and I've played, which obviously you're going to make a comparison to that game, because it's a Dungeons & Dragons world, but it plays a lot differently. And then, of course, you've got the comparison with Terra, where the combat is very similar in the action-based combat. But this game's kind of like a mix of two, maybe, mix of both of those. And then of course you got the name Neverwinter, which makes you think of Neverwinter Nights. So it's kind of a weird mix of it's like a casserole of games. I don't know how to explain that really, but I'm actually liking it a lot better than I thought I would. Here I'm in the main city of Neverwinter. I couldn't figure out how to get the world map, but this is just the map of the town. It's pretty big. There are a lot of towns. The world's pretty good size. I believe Neverwinter is one of the bigger cities. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot going on at first. It's sort of overwhelming. I'm not new to MMOs. I've played a lot of them. But this one feels a little overwhelming at first. And I've noticed that kind of a trend with free MMOs, which Neverwinter Online is a free MMO. They kind of have seem to have a lot more extra, I don't know what you want to call it, interface junk, something, I don't know. Anyway, so what do you want to see here? What do I want to show you? Some of the menus. So you see the control, this is all handled by mouse, my aiming and everything. Can't tag unless I have target. Every class has a special movement ability, and as a cleric, yours is this slide thing. Slide different directions. You just press shift in the direction and you kind of do slide. It uses up your stamina, which is this bar right here. You've also got a mouse mode. Hit Alt, goes into mouse mode, and click on stuff. Character menu. We'll go through some of the basics, I guess. So you do roll for stats in the beginning. Wisdom being important for the cleric, so I got that one kind of high. A lot of armor and equipment options here. You've also got, this is your adventuring equipment, and then you have your fashion items, like your costume. And these have no stats, they're just for looks only. And you can, so if I click on this one and go back to the game, now I'm wearing my fashion costume. But if I go back here, I still have all my stats from my main stuff, it just looks different. Anyway, what else we got? So there's a in-game store, obviously, where you can spend real money to buy stuff. I probably will not do this. I'm not one to spend money on free MMOs or free games. But there is... it's there if you like it. Oh, here's the Zen Market where you can actually buy stuff. Okay. It looks like you can buy the currency and then spend it, so different menus.
Do you have astral diamonds to trade?
Just kind of poking around here. Quest journal. I haven't found a need for this yet at such a low level. The quest tracker on the right is pretty good at keeping track of your latest quests. You do get kind of a Fable-like, see on the ground here, this glowing thing. I think I can turn it off, yeah. Off and on. Kind of like Fable, where you can follow the glowing trail to your next objective. And yes, you can turn it off with the Z key by default. you don't like having that trail. Let's go back to the character menu. There's a lot in this menu to look at here. Obviously your equipment, your stats here, with your intelligence and everything else. Here they have more information down in the bottom right. Your damage, defense, all that stuff. View ability score history. Looks like you raise these points as you level up every 10 levels or so. You've also got, well, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Let's look at the interface here. Top left, you have your own character. This is what you've been affected by, like spells cast on you, whatever. But the main interface is kind of cool with the weapons and things. This is not a game where you're pressing 1 through 9 to click spells or abilities and things. Excuse me, my throat has bugged me. Instead, you have left click, right click, and then your movement keys, of course, are WASD, but then you also have Q, E, R, and a couple more. These unlock it later on as you level up. So all of your action keys are right within reach of your left hand, where you can. They're very quick and easy to use. I like this a lot. I played a little bit of World of Warcraft years ago, and I liked the custom UI called Mazel UI. Don't know if you guys know what that is, but it kind of reminds me of that, where everything you need to do is reachable from one hand. So there's no hunting the keyboard for the numbers or anything weird. It's all right there next to your movement keys. And I think it's a great thing for this game. Anyway, back to the character screen. So yeah, you have different action spots here. Let's see if I can explain this. You have left click and right click, which I believe are right here. These are called at will. Let's go to the power screen here. They show up green. You can pick and choose and change these out as you gain more from leveling up. The default for the cleric is Lance of Faith, and the right click is Astral Seal. Basic attack, and this one is somewhat like a basic attack, and then every subsequent hit heals you if you hit the target you struck this with. But you also have things like your daily encounter. Daily. This is an encounter. There's a second daily. Two more. There's 3 total encounter slots. So as you level up, you see you can start picking and choosing how you want to set these up. And I don't know if you can swap these out during quests, like once you go into a dungeon or not. We can find out here in just a minute as I jump into the first dungeon. But it looks like there's quite a few going on here. And although it does choose the skills for you at first, I believe that once you get to 5 or 10 points, you start having options. You can pick and choose which ones you want to spend on and upgrade them as you want. This is new to me. From the closed beta didn't have this, I don't believe, so the open beta's got a lot more choices here. And of course, you've got, let's see, these are some of the race and class stuff. You've also got other things, and this is a little overwhelming to me here, so I haven't really looked into this too much. We've got feats. Looks like you get feat points. I don't know how you get the points yet. Back in the powers tab, you will have more paths to choose from, and I think this is once you level up, you can choose like your sub-class or something like that. You've also got companions, which is where you can have kind of like I'm gonna say it's similar to Guild Wars 1, where you can add people to your group, add NPCs for helpers. But again, this is all, I'm only level 4, so I can't really access a lot of the stuff yet. But already you can see that it's going to be pretty customizable for your character. Those are just your skills and spells and things. I like it. There are, of course, tab is another. So you got, of all the action keys, you have left click mouse, right click mouse, 1 and 2 on the keyboard, tab on the keyboard, Q, E, and R. And I think that's all of them. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 abilities all right there with immediate access to 8 abilities. But you've also got down here a little hotbar, which is more reminiscent of traditional MMOs, 3, 4, and 5, and this is just for items. Like here I've got some potion of minor healing. So quick access to some items. Show my inventory here. Little nice touches here. It does show you what you have equipped, so you can easily compare what you're looking at in your inventory to what you have equipped already. Multiple bag items slots. Let's see, my wealth. I don't have a profession yet. I don't think you get one until 10, I believe, level 10. I have no experience with companions yet, so that'll be something to get to later on. And I'll be making more of these videos as I level up and learn more about the game. I'll probably wait to make my next video until after I hit level 10, so I can see, kind of show off what everything's unlocked at that point. That's kind of the basics of the character menus. Did I miss anything up here? Yes, there are guilds, guild management, social for your friends and parties. There are obviously a lot of parties out there right now. I did notice, I played around with the party a little bit, party menu back in closed beta. From my personal experience, in most MMOs, the party system, in-game party system, is kind of not used very often. Obviously, Dungeons & Dragons is a highly party-focused game franchise, and I feel like this is used a lot more in the Neverwinter Online, and I'm gonna believe that that's because Dungeons & Dragons is a more party and group themed franchise of game, which is great. I love being able to utilize this tool. Find person, find guild. I don't have a guild. I only have one friend that I know of that plays this game with me right now, but maybe we'll show some party stuff later on in another video. Events. This must be for guild stuff. I don't know. What else do we got? Oh, that was the background screen, I see. I do have mail. My welcome message. This is a quest message. One thing I want to mention is that it's pretty nice. There's a website, and I forget the name of it, but I'll put the website name in the description below this video, that actually allows you to interact with your character from outside the game. You can do crafting with your profession that you choose, check your mail, stuff like that, all from just a website that they've created for the game. It's an official website. Thought that was pretty neat. Nice little touch. You've also got something that I think is the auction broker. It's kind of neat. Some suggestions for buying stuff in the auction. You've also got something that's pretty cool. See if we can find it here. Player-made quests. If I can find out where it is. I'm going to cheat and look at the... I think one of the key selling points of this game is player-made quests. Give me a second, bear with me to find out. There's a key that opens it up, I just forget what it is. Is it K? It's possibly K. Here we go. So the letter K opens up this menu, and here you can see a lot of content. And these, of course, again, this is kind of overwhelming, like a crazy website or something. Player-made content. Players can actually create full quest lines from start to finish, and you do get in-game experience and items just like you would with any other quest. You can do it with party or solo. I think this is pretty awesome. This basically makes the game content never ending. There's always something new. You can also rate the quests and you pick and choose which ones you want to, take part in by how highly they've been rated. Stuff like that. You can leave notes for the quest creator to say, "Hey, I found this part was great or this part wasn't so great. Here's some suggestions. Pretty awesome, and I think this is going to be this is going to allow the game to be long term. It's going to keep the game fresh and interesting for a long time, in my opinion. So there's all kinds of other stuff going on here. Calendars. It's Friday. What's going on next? So this is the Foundry. Oh, the Foundry is what it's called. Okay, so the Foundry has. You can search by author. Here's some popular quests, player-made quests right now. Some descriptions. What does it give you? And these could be multiple part quests as well. Like they're quest lines. It could be like one single quest, or it could be like 10 quests all grouped together. Just depends on what they've created. You can see when it was last edited. I don't know what the code is for. How many people have played it? Average duration. So if you're looking for something that's short, like right here, you can say I want to do like a short quest, 18-minute quest. And this I'm really excited about this actually. Some featured ones. You can subscribe to quest creators, which is also nice. So if you pick someone's quest and you like it a lot, you can subscribe and you can update it with whatever they've whatever they've created recently. And that is awesome. Let's see. How do you create a quest is a question that I have, and I have no clue how to create a quest. Is it in the Foundry as well? Upcoming events, suggested content. How do you create a quest? That's a good question. I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to get back to you guys in another video. I would imagine it's in the Foundry somewhere. Oh, new must be new quests. For review. Maybe you have to be higher level before you can make things. I don't know yet. But back to the game. Now that I've bored you guys to death with menu systems and my voice, I'm going to go play through one of these dungeons. This is the very first quest you get after the intro stuff. I have played this before, but I'm doing this solo. The game is much more fun with a group because you can, utilize your skills together. Let's see. These things kind of heal you up. You'll see when I stepped into this, this little mending wounds popped up. I've seen this in other games too. Well, I guess the longer you sit here, the more benefits you get. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that.
You're the one Sergeant Knox sent to investigate. Well, I'm glad you're here.
What's also neat is that you see in the bottom left here, this guy's still talking, but I've left the quest menu, so you can still hear kind of what the story is. Another little feature that I think is great in an MMO that has been missing for a long time, because most games I just open the quest menu, hit accept real fast as I can, and done. I don't really care about, me personally, and sometimes I do, but usually I don't really care about what the quest is about. But now you kind of get somewhat forced into it, where they still talk to you even if you walk away, you can hear it from anywhere. So you keep getting the whole quest information. It kind of makes it feel more roleplay-ish, I guess, which is cool. And you don't have, you can skip, you can, as you maybe saw, while the NPC is talking to me and I walked away, I can actually end that conversation entirely so he stops talking to me, but it doesn't bother me at all. I like it. F's my action. Now in the early game, enemies are pretty easy, and you'll see that I'll probably not have any trouble taking down this whole group of guys. So I'm just holding the mouse down in order to attack. I've only played a cleric, so I can't compare the combat from the cleric to anybody else yet. I'm a big fan of cleric and support players, so. But in good Dungeon and Dragon-like fashion, you'll notice that you don't want to kind of rush through things because you can find stuff occasionally in different areas of the map. I'll show you in a second here when I find something. Kind of gives me a bit of Dungeons & Dragons Online feel to it. I'll show you what I'm talking about eventually. Here's something. Here's one of them. Just stuff kind of... If I had a thievery kit, I could do this. I don't. In fact, I don't have any kits. I don't think. I'm a cleric, so I get a holy kit at some point here. But not quite yet. Let's keep going. Another question I'm not sure about is, does the difficulty scale when you have more players in the dungeon? I don't know. Another question I'd like to find out the answer to. Some gold, copper, whatever it was. Dungeoneering skill or kit required. It's kind of like harvest nodes in a way. Here, I'll use my daily. Well, this is my encounter. Well, actually, we skip that. Next big group of guys. I'll use my encounter skill on this guy right here, which is Q for me. What did that do? I forget. Area of effect burst. Burns enemies and heals friendlies and allies. Divinity in this thing, if you see there, divinity knocks enemies away and heals for more. I don't know what divinity is. It's like an upgraded version of skills. I haven't figured that out yet. I believe that's something I get access to later on at higher levels. Treasure chest. Oh, nature kit. So now I can start harvesting nature stuff. Which could be right there, using nature kit. I can use this right here. Desert rose. So it's crafting material. Now here I'm going to use my daily. So in order to use your daily skills, like one of my more powerful skills, you have to charge up your action points. You charge up your action points by, I believe, just attacking people. It might be raising up, it might automatically raise up over time too, but I think you have to attack people to make it, to fill it up. So I don't know, mine is Guardian of Faith that I have on this hotkey right now, which is #1 key. So it basically decimates my target and heals allies. I'm going to use it on this big guy right here, so here we go. Boom! I lose my encounter. Pretty effective. Oh yeah, if you double tap a direction key, you do the little cool little slide. Dodge, whatever you want to call it. Cool. Some stuff. What did I get? Can't use the shield, but it's alright, I can sell it later. Symbol, which is my weapon. That looks good to me. More damage. Critical strike. Let's equip it. Oh yeah, I also saw that right there, huh? Change appearance. Something interesting you can do. You can change the appearance of items, individual items. So if you want a customized look to your character, this is the game to do it in. So I don't have any way of doing this because I don't have anything to change it with, but pretty cool. Lots of customization in this game. More so than what you see at the surface. You start poking around, you see you see how the game is a lot deeper than it might initially look. Treasure chest. Cool. I wanted to see if this is... Oh, okay. Devoted cleric gains action points by healing or dealing damage. So I could actually just heal my party members if I wanted to and raise this up. That's pretty neat. I'm looking forward to doing some party gameplay here later at some point. And I probably should have jumped into a random party maybe, but I'll do that in another video. So I'm getting close to the final encounter here. Greaves. And you see this little glowing thing here that's in front of me? That is your transition. You see this even in the open world that you're walking around. This is kind of like your loading area to load to different areas, levels, whatever. Kind of indicator that something else is about to happen. Let's find out. Looks like we have a couple of minions and the main dude. I'm going to use a health potion, which is way overkill. Can only have 600 health, and these things heal 1,000. So, okay. Yep, and some of the mini bosses have a little mark on the ground that shows you what they're aiming at. Although I've been told the higher levels, at the low levels it's easy to dodge, higher levels it's not so easy to dodge. It requires some coordination and teamwork. Who are you?
The Nashers snuck into the vaults during Valendra's attack on the city. They're here to steal the crown of Neverwinter. They almost got to it, but then they angered the dead resting in the lower vault.
You see the advantage of being able to walk away and still listen to the person talking? Is you get the benefit of hearing the quest without having to sit there and do nothing for, while you're listening.
On the back wall. Stop the Nashers before they get the crown.
Don't want to go in there quite yet. I want to go over here and look at this. Thought I saw sparkly over here. Ah, religion skill. Here we go. What did that do? Blessing of Joaquin. Cool. There's a lot of little stuff hidden around in these levels, in these areas. Another fire where I can heal, which I will go over there and do that. Does it reset my... So it looks like I have to sit here for a second. Just kind of testing this out. There, now it reset my campfire and my... Cool, okay. Zombies. Everyone likes a good zombie fight. Nice to have like an undead spell. I'm a cleric, so I figure I can kill zombies pretty easily. Let's run up here and do this. Let's take a detour here. Engineering skill. Skeleton Slayer. Is that a title? What is that? What could that be? No? It's like an in-game achievement or something? I have no idea. But I like things that pop up and tell me I did good. That's fine with me. Once this mission's over, I'll probably stop the video and give you guys a break. What do we got? Greaves. It's a big room full of skeletons. What does it mean? Oh, who's that guy? Religion skill. Looks like a lot of crafting material. Treasure chest. Oh, nice. Armor I can use. You also see here when it says at the bottom of the new item, it says changes if equipped. It just tells you what's going to change if you equip it, so you don't have to do all the calculations yourself. It's the lazy gamer's way to comparing items. So, for instance, if I equip this item, I'll get 7 defense and 14 lifesteal. I don't lose anything, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and equip that. Do I look more badass now? I think I do. Sweet. I don't usually play female characters, but you'll see in the intro video that there's a pretty badass female cleric, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that. Play that. Play as that. There we go. Need to use that skill more often. My right-click skill, if I hit him with that first, and then I hit him with anything else after that, I get healed every time I hit them again. It's kind of like putting a healing dot on, like a reverse healing dot on someone. Damage over time. I guess I'm marking them, so whoever hits them after that point gets healed. Kill 50 zombies. If you like killing zombies, I know there's some group quests out there, group dungeons that you can get from this menu. Let's see. Suggested content, upcoming events. One of these quest things, I forget which one is, they're like a repeatable dungeon. You can queue up for it and then play it. And there's one, maybe it's not in the open beta, but it was in the closed, which is kind of like a mass amount of zombies come after you. And a couple of big enemies too. You have to kind of defend an area for a while, and it was kind of crazy. Another event going on here. Let's see.
Oh no. Hurry and get the crown! The Guardian is waking up!
Let's see. Nope. Guardian of the Nine. Skeleton in armor. Not too original, but that's cool. Let's hit you with this. Apparently I can shoot through walls. Cool. Oops, out of stamina. I guess I didn't mention before, you notice there's no mana or you know, Dungeon Dragons, you clerics, they're it's never big in Dungeon Dragons, but you have different like mages can only cast so many spells per day and etc. It's not the case in this game.
Late. The crown belongs to the Nashers.
See that back there. Yeah, so no mana as far as I can tell. It's a very action game, which is a little bit different than Dungeon Dragons of the past. Dungeon Dragon games of the past. Oh, I totally didn't even look. Is that a good belt? Sure, why not? I don't have a belt. Now I do. And it's kind of cool. It shows up on my character right away. Examine the scene of the crime. What are we doing here? What's in there? Nothing? Oh yeah, I should also explain. There's treasure chests, obviously in dungeons down here, but also in the main cities. So like if you turn in a quest, I've noticed the quest giver doesn't actually give you anything for your rewards. It's usually in a nearby chest. He says go over there and get your reward. And it looks like that's what's happening here too. I got a scavenger belt, which is different than the one I just found on the ground, so plus 5 power or hit points. Well, probably going to keep the power one. Now, get to get out of here. Luckily, I don't have to walk all the way back to the level. I can just, there's usually an exit point somewhere nearby. Kind of reminds me of Skyrim, I guess. You go into a dungeon, and there's usually like a secret door that leads back towards the beginning. Bam, done. Now let's go turn in the quest completed. And I don't know if it really shows well on the video, but the game runs fantastic. Super smooth. My video settings are maxed out. I have everything everything maxed out. At the highest setting. I'm running a pretty new computer. I have a GTX 670 NVIDIA card, and I'm running an Intel Core i7 quad core at 3.6 gigahertz with hyper-threading, so it puts it more like 8 virtual CPUs, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So it's not like it's not an older computer, but again, I've got everything maxed out. Game runs great, looks pretty decent. I'm not expecting amazing graphics from an MMO, but this is far above acceptable to me. So
Protector's Enclave needs your help. Masters will poultry the vault so soon after Valindra's attack.
turn this in.
Thanks.
Level 5.
The Nashers have stolen
Except
the
the
crown
next
of Neverwinter
quest.
from the vault.
See what's new. So every time you level up, there's a little, see what's new. Hit the U key, and it shows you a little list of new powers and things you've unlocked. So I got new PowerPoint. Okay, cool. That's right. So looks like the first 5 levels, it kind of gives you these automatically, your powers and things. After that, you get points to spend to choose your own. And I have a feeling that this list here is going to expand even more. Like they're going to add more things into it. But I am not positive about that. I just get a feeling that, like in the beta, closed beta, this looked a lot different. It had like trees coming, or excuse me, kind of like 3 columns coming down, and you had to choose, and a lot of stuff was missing. But now they've changed it into here. But I still got a feeling they're going to add more options here later on. It is beta. It's like 2 days after open beta started, so obviously they have a lot of time to add more things, more content into the game. What would I choose? I don't know what I'll choose. What else did I have there? Oh yeah, in my inventory was this lockbox, only accessible when I hit level 10, or level 5, excuse me. And now it looks like it's gone up to level 10, so I can't open it again until level 10. And it gives me the ID scrolls, the next box, injury kit. I have no idea what injuries are. I imagine it's something different than just health points. Maybe you can break bones and stuff. I have no idea. Characters below level 30. Anyway, there we go. Pretty cool. Game's fun. It's weird to think that a game with seemingly few abilities and skills and choices actually has quite a few skills and choices and things to do. Lots of customization. Never-ending amount of quests, since it's player-made quests on top of what's already in the game from the start from the developers. There's a ton going on. I haven't even looked at NPC vendors and stuff yet. Guild registrars. There's a whole bazaar area down there that full of NPCs with stores and stuff. Yes, there are floating cities, and yes, you can go over to that city too, through a gate, which possibly could be up here. Maybe I'll show you that off. No? I don't know. I forgot to go up there. There's a way to go up to that city too. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. Party invite. Thank you for watching. This is my buddy, actually, This is my friend, Dade. I'm not going to play with him right now. I'll log off, but thank you guys for watching. Again, this is Landshark from SharkOnGames. Please check back often, or if you're seeing this on my YouTube video channel, subscribe. I do add a lot of videos more and more often as time goes. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment down below, and I will respond to any questions you guys have, or if you have any suggestions for the next video or future videos, please let me know. Thank you very much, and go download this game right now. It's fun, and it's free, so do it. Alright, bye.